Through the end zone for a touchback. There on the first play from scrimmage.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
That number 61, matchbox light. Y'all playing 18.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Quick throw here to Hilton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's got his man, Hilton. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He goes right back the way of Hilton. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they haven't earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go. 44, Mike. Hey, 44. That's it. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's got it to Hilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, This is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on third and long. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Henry, 44. Check. He's checking.
And an alley to run. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check. Check hot route. Hot route.
This time, Jackson will throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And I think the ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 31-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give. Eckler running to the right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check it out.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yo. Lock in. Mike 50. Come, baby. Woo! You. Red, up. Wide, get wide. He's coming.
Here's Trubisky. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
1st down, Raiders.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Red, up. Check. Watch, twitch. Hey, ball. Motion to backfield. Hey, ball. Check 49. Go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Check 26, check 26.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky forced out to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Complete to Hilton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Trubisky will come up here first and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They'll run here with Eckler. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go. 44. Takes the outlaw. 44. Hey, check. Check 13. Check. Comes up. 44 is the mic. 40. Check. You run. Check 43. Check 9. Check safety, check safety. Shoot up, shoot up. Ready.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Watch the whip. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Peek edge, peek edge, peek edge. Who do you want, who do you want, who do you want?
After the interception, here's Trubisky. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Hey, Echo.
On first down, Trubisky finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
He's tight right here, he's tight right here. Ran. Three down. Tight dog. Hey, exit. I got it.
Now it's Trubisky. And the catch made by Hilton. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try the right side with Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Going on the ground with Eckler. There he goes again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Austin Eckler saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
44. Mike, 44. Go. Get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Kill. Tighten up. Check three. Hey, alert three.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Rush in. Mike Fofo. It's just me and you. Hey, the mic.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch out.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Ready. Check. Let's go. Go. Mike Fofo. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We ain't 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. So, here we go. D, all day. Defense, all day. All day.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Deep, tighten up. Let's go. Deep, tighten. Orbit. 29 is the Mike 29. Let's pick it up. It's out of time.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser able to run it down for a loss of a yard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Lock in.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43.
First down, Raiders.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Alert! Check 33. Watch the run. Spons, run.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check. That's what I do. He's crashing. Come on. He's checking crash. Watch the safety crash.
From the gun, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this for both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pick it up. Check.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm coming after you.
From the 36, Jackson. And this one's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 4-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Come on.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand, taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now whistles here, and they might have been a little too fired up to go after the punter. So a 5-yard swing, but still 4th down.
You just wonder if the punt team used up something there that they didn't need to, right? Draw them off sides, but it still doesn't get them a first down. I used that one on 4th and 5 or less.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.